is being held this date pursuant to the following call. In a letter to the Commissioners dated August 28, 2025, and reading as follows. The Honorable Members of the Delta County Board of Commissioners. Dear Commissioners, a regular meeting of the Delta County Board of Commissioners is scheduled for Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025 at 5:15 p.m. in the conference room at the Delta County Service Center. Sincerely yours, Nancy Presrocki, Delta County Clerk. Please rise for a word of prayer. Lord, as we begin this meeting, we are thankful for our many blessings. We ask for guidance to help our commissioners make decisions in the best interest of the citizens of our county. And Lord, we pray for the safety of our military men and women and our first responders. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call. Commissioner Milner?
Here.
Commissioner Johnson?
Here.
Commissioner Williams?
Here.
Commissioner Vangenhoven?
Here.
And Commissioner Jensen.
Okay, welcome everyone. We are going to start off with special orders of business, public hearing on proposal 2025 and 2026. Can I have a motion to go into that?
So moved.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Is that a roll
Anybody?
call?
That's a roll call to open
Oh,
public
roll
hearing.
call, yeah.
Okay. Johnson?
Yes.
Williams?
Yes.
Vangenhoven?
Yes.
And Milner.
Yes.
The public hearing is now open. If anybody would like to approach the podium and give comment regarding the fiscal year 26 budget, now is your time. Just come up, state your name and where you reside.
Is
Hearing
there,
remotely.
Well, it's just under agenda comments, and that's, where is our comments
But
on
nothing on
agenda
the public
items?
hearing.
I mean, I don't listen to them ahead of time, so I don't know.
Oh, right, yeah. Any comment?
no comment on budget?
Move to close the public hearing.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. Number 5, approval of the minutes of previous meetings, county board minutes of 8/18/25 and 8/19/25. Can I get a motion to accept the minutes?
So moved.
Support.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Need a motion of, on the agenda, approve the agenda.
I would make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Support.
Any discussion? All in favor? Anybody opposed? Motion passed. Presentation of written communications received and forwarded. There was several of them.
Motion to place on file?
Support.
Favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion passed. Number 8, reports of standard statutory special meetings and others. None. Public comment on agenda items. Any public comment on agenda items? We have one remote.
Yep.
My name is Dana Vanessen from Escanaba. I have a comment regarding number 6, pay for his MAC conferences. I've noticed the taxpayers have paid for this several. Never heard him come back and give a presentation regarding what he's learned or how that helps us in Delta County. So I think that if the taxpayers are going to continue to pay for John Milner's to travel out of town for his MAC or NECO conferences at the taxpayer's expense, then he should probably come back to the commissioner meetings and give a presentation to the board and the taxpayers on what he accomplished or learned from those conferences in those meetings. Please into consideration. Thank you.
Any other public comment on agenda items? Hearing none, seeing none, we will move on. Committee reports. Administrator report.
Thank you. The county was made aware of 3 new opioid settlements that we can enter into with Purdue Sackler, a generic manufacturer, and Sandoz. All are new settlements where Delta County would receive new payments. Some of them, one of them are a one-time payment for $52,515.68. The other 2 would be payments that would span out over a term of 15 years. And one of them, the Sandoz, is for $159,834.65. So we have until September 30th for one of them. We also have until October to enter into the other one. It's my understanding from talking to the attorney that this commission entered into a resolution to where we don't have to do a resolution with each new settlement, so I can just take care of that on my end so that we can enter into each one of those. The Delta County Parks Commission is putting on their annual Spooktacular at Pioneer Trail Park on September 20th. Many local businesses have already donated to this event, which has contributed to prizes for all the children that are involved. And many thanks to them, and also for the people who are helping to plan that, and to our maintenance department, who has really been lending a hand to our parks manager with that. The Michigan House proposed cutting county revenue sharing by $34.9 million in their version of the fiscal year 26 budget. Just something to pay attention to, as this would have a direct negative effect on the county's general funds coming in for revenue. The Emergency Food and Shelter Program local board is still waiting to receive funding in order to reconvene and begin meeting again. Funding was cut early this year, which has delayed their progress. However, I did receive an email notification late last week that funding may be restored through FEMA. So they're just waiting the 30 days for the determination through FEMA. And if so, then we can reconvene as a board. It's under the United Way, that board. So if we do reconvene, we'll have new funding through FEMA, and then we can start to allocate those funds out into the community. And lastly, I did receive notification through our insurance broker that Blue Cross Blue Shield renewals should be coming in this week. So I should have that information that I can then disperse to the insurance committee with the county, and we can kind of move forward on a plan for this next year with the increases for the insurance rates. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I get a motion to put the administrator's report on file?
So moved.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. Departmental updates. Any departmental updates?
I do have one update through administration. I wanted to welcome Andrea Bell. She's our new controller here for the county, and let her meet the commissioners and get familiar with the boardroom. I told her that sometimes she'll be here, might be speaking on financial issues or information to the commission. So I just wanted to welcome her. She's been a great addition already.
Thank you for
Welcome.
coming.
Yep.
Welcome.
Welcome. Okay, unfinished business. Number 1 is the appointment to opioid task force, one opening. Have we
Move to
found-
table.
Yeah, I think the reason why you want to table is because you're going to go over the bylaws on Friday to see if we can reassign people.
That's correct.
Okay.
That'll be coming this Friday.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Number 2 is the FOIA appeal, number 25-138.
I would make a motion to uphold the denial based on the fact that there are no asset forfeiture actions in which the criminal charges were filed, as the prosecuting attorney's office has indicated.
Support.
Any discussion? Roll call, Nancy?
Williams,
Yes?
Van Genhoven,
Yes.
Melner,
Yes.
and Johnson.
Yes.
Fancy with the different roll calls.
It did pass.
Love it.
Number 3, FOIA appeal number 25-175.
I would make a motion to reverse the denial on FOIA request 25-175, based on the fact that the summary reports that have been requested can be easily obtained. And I do have information on that if we want to enter into a little bit of a discussion on it.
I'll support for discussion.
Discussion?
So I did reach out to our software, the software company, which is Prosecutor by Carpel. PBK is the short, just acronym for the software, and found out that it is a Microsoft SQL database, which means that it's a relational database that can be queried with some very, just some very generic, some simple SQL code. And so I did put together a couple of short little scripts, SQL, that could, easily grab this information over a year by a monthly breakdown. And I can provide that so that, someone, if the prosecuting attorney and the staff there are not able to query the database, aren't sure how to do that, an IT person could do that really easily. So my view on this particular request is that although this information isn't in summary format, it is readily available in the database and it's easily obtainable, even if it was just a dump or an export from the database to provide that information.
Did I hear from the prosecutor?
Yeah. Hi.
So we don't have it, but we can obtain it somehow if we did a little extra work.
We could obtain it in two different ways. We could either generate a report that does not exist at this point, that has not been generated at this point, or we can provide the information in the raw data format, which we have submitted a estimate for to the requester just this afternoon in supplement to the original response.
What was the request, what was the estimate?
The amount?
Yeah, do you remember?
Oh, I don't remember that off the
Okay.
top of my head. It was going to have to be a review of approximately 1,700 files,
Okay,
so,
but you did send that today?
correct.
Okay.
Just this afternoon.
And just for synopsis, in your in your letter that you sent to us, it says, I'm allowed to read that right because it's not attorney-client.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
It says the response to FOIA request 25-175 was accurate and appropriate. The records in the requested format and within the requested breakdown do not exist. Moreover, the record that partially fulfills the request has been provided to the requester twice before.
Correct.
So, okay.
Yes, we had.
Just for the public, so
Yep,
that they know.
Twice previously provided a yearly breakdown because we had previously generated that document. And so what we had that at least partially fulfilled the request we provided.
Do you guys rely fully on the canned reports within the database, or do you run queries against the database?
I have no idea what that means. so-
Okay, so you rely on the canned reports?
The only canned report I can say I've run in Carpel at this point is the one that I generated and provided to the requester in June of 2025.
Okay.
Related to charges. I can't remember the exact request at that point. I want to say it was charges authorized through that point. And that was the one that we provided. We didn't have it at the time of the original request. We knew we were going to generate it later and provided it at that time.
Okay, thank you.
And you're suggesting that our IT department could help with this?
Correct.
Have you reached out to the IT department for all of these appeals to figure out a way to?
I have not, because Brandon has never been involved in the setup for Carpel except for the initial grab of the old information to put it in a place that the Carpel could use for the new information.
Yeah.
Are we suggesting, are we trying to tell the prosecutor how to run her department? Is that what we're trying to do?
No,
No.
not at all.
Because
Not
it
at
seems like the suggestions we're giving
I'm just
are kind of headed that way.
Okay, well, I wasn't giving a suggestion. I was asking if the IT department has been involved thus
Okay.
far. That's
And the
all.
IT department supports every department within the county, and so if there's something that a department isn't able to do or doesn't know how to do, IT can help them with that.
Sure.
So that's not telling someone how to run their department. That's suggesting that they have additional help they maybe aren't seeking or using.
Part of my concern there does become the fact that we have not ever made this query. I've never had a reason to query on a month-to-month basis. So now we're setting a precedent to generate a report solely based on a FOIA request, which is specifically disallowed pursuant to statute. And so what sort of precedent does that set within the county of running reports specifically based on FOIA requests when the case law in the statute says that that does not need to be done?
Yeah, I think the big issue with me is that the underlying data is there.
And we've offered
so
that.
the underlying data is there, and so when someone is asking for it in, a breakdown monthly, if you give them the raw data, they can break it down per month themselves. You could say, here's the raw data, you do the work to break it down per month. All I'm suggesting is that there's a very generic, and it's actually quite a simple process to run a query against a database to spit back that information for that calendar year per month, and based on the criteria. So all I'm saying is there are ways to do this that aren't, they're not difficult, and it would, even though you're saying that the summary information isn't there, the underlying data is there, and I don't want to see you have to, I don't want to see you in court having to defend this. It's just, the
Don't
data
either.
is there, give the data to the person that's requesting it.
And why do you
So-
think I would have to defend it in court if you previously said legally I can do what we've been doing? You just,
No, I
against your
said,
conscience.
there's, at the last meeting, I said, although there's a legal exception to whatever the FOIA appeal was at the time, it doesn't mean, just because there's a legal reason to exempt, doesn't mean that you have to exempt.
I understand, but I did exempt. And so at that point, why am I setting a precedent in my office, a precedent for the whole county, to run a report that does not exist and has never existed as long as I've been in the office to generate it month by month by month? When I can't account for 6 months of that information being accurate.
Well, it won't even have, it's not going to give you back information that doesn't exist. So if you didn't have information in there from January to June, it's not going to give you that information.
But it will have some information, but it will have incomplete information, because we've had to go and backfill information.
Okay?
So providing the raw data actually gives the requester a better picture of what occurred in our office on a month-by-month-by-month basis for the calendar year of 2024.
And so, and you're saying that you've already provided all of this raw data?
I provided an estimate so he can obtain that raw data.
That's what I was asking, is what
Correct.
was that estimate, and how many hours, and,
I would have to look at it. I know I provided it.
okay. And that was today?
Correct.
Okay.
It also
I
would
didn't know
fulfill
that,
the
so-
request related to FOIA request 133, which this board has previously upheld the denial. Anything further?
No, thank you.
Any other discussion? Roll call?
Okay, so this is to reverse the FOIA 175. And Johnson,
No?
Williams,
Yes?
Vankenhoven,
Yes.
and Melner.
No. FOIA appeal, number 25-176.
This one, I would make a motion to uphold the denial. The requester has been provided the information in request 109 and 133 previously.
I'll support that.
Okay, any more discussion on it? Okay, roll call?
Okay, Williams,
Yes?
Vankenhoven,
Yes.
Melner,
Yes.
and Johnson.
Yes.
Number 5, FOIA appeal 25-178.
On this one, I would make a motion to uphold the denial because the materials simply do not exist. And this is based on policies, memoranda, directives, reference materials, and so forth that simply do not exist in the office.
Can I get a second?
Support?
Any discussion? Roll call?
I lost which one. I was rotating to. Williams,
Yes.
Vangenhoven.
Yes.
Milner,
Yes.
and Johnson.
Yes.
Okay, motion passed. Number 6, FOIA appeal, number 25-180.
And this one, I would make a motion to uphold the denial as the material was previously provided in FOIA request, I believe, 135.
Can I get support?
Support?
Any discussion? Roll call?
Vangenhoven.
This is to uphold.
This is
Yes.
to uphold.
Yes.
Okay, and Milner,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
and Williams.
Yes.
Okay, motion passed. FOIA appeal number 25-183.
Make a motion to uphold the denial?
Based on anything,
I don't need to.
or, oh, well, right.
I'll support. Any discussion?
Yes, I would like to just note that upholding the denial on this because the information was provided in FOIA request 108. And it was clearly provided in 108.
So,
We have a motion and support to uphold the
Yep.
denial.
yep. Roll call?
Okay, Milner,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes,
and Vangenhoven.
Yes.
Number 8, FOIA appeal number 25-186.
this I would make a motion to reverse the denial because the litigation, I believe, is complete. And I do believe that, and I would ask you to come up and answer the questions about this. But I believe that the litigation is complete and it's not going to be retried. So just my question would be, typically, you would seek to keep this information from the public eye during upcoming litigation or because it could impede upon litigation or whatever. That's done, right?
I'm not retrying the case, correct?
Okay, so I guess the question would be, why continue to hold this information from the public?
It's still my work product. There's still strategies that I might utilize in other cases. And it's still my thoughts. I own those notes.
So, but the FOIA denial, you're using the exemption, which is the exemption that when there's upcoming litigation, that those notes are, could be a hindrance to that upcoming litigation, but
I'm
there's no.
using the attorney work product.
Okay, thank you.
Any other discussion? Roll call?
It's to reverse.
Was there, did I support that?
Nope, no, there was
Oh,
no support.
There was no
I thought you
support.
supported it. Sorry.
Okay,
I'll support.
to reverse.
And this is for the bullet points made in preparation for the trial.
186.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're
FOIA
at
request 186. Yep.
Ready for roll call? Okay, Johnson,
No.
Williams,
Yes.
Vangenhoven,
Sorry. Yes.
and Milner.
No. Motion died. Number 9, FOIA Appeal Number 25-188.
I would make a motion to uphold the denial because the police report was provided in FOIA Request 109, and it has been repeatedly stated that that was the only information that was used for a charging decision.
I have support.
Support.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Okay, Williams,
Yes.
Vangenhoven,
Yes.
Milner,
Yes.
and Johnson.
Yes.
Okay, that upheld. We go to new business, payment of bills.
Thank you. I've examined all claims presented and recommend payment of the following, and that the county clerk be directed to issue orders on the county treasurer to the claimants for the amounts allowed. We have total report of claims of $436,496.18. Commissioner expenses of $393.50.
Motion we pay our bills.
Support.
Another roll call.
Vangenhoven,
Yes.
Milner,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
and Williams.
Yes.
Okay, bills are paid. Number 2, 2025 contract amendment, Davis Winnick Surveyors.
You'll see that there are a couple new corners that Mel Davis and our county surveyor put on here. They have expensed the state grant, so these would just be coming out of the county fund contribution, and so we just need a signature and approval from the board on that.
Motion to approve and sign.
Support.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passed. Number 3, medical examiner services agreement with Dickinson County.
We had received notice from our current ME that he's going to be retiring. Dr. Gottlieb has done a great job for us for many years, and we're sad to see him go. But he is retiring in a lot of other aspects as well, and so we were looking for a new ME. Our deputy ME has stepped up and would like to take on that role for the county. He's currently an employee with Dickinson County, and so we would have to contract with Dickinson County for his services, and you'll see that contract there. The contract shows that they do it per capita, is how they calculate the payment to Dickinson County, and then it's per service that we are going to have them perform. It's a one-year contract, and then it would just be up for renewal each year.
Do you think this is going to be similar in cost, or is there some sort of an adjustment that's going to need to be made?
So right now, we pay $42,000 per year. It's based on $3,500 a month for our ME. With per capita, it would be about $18,000 that we would pay upfront annually for the services. And then based on what types of autopsies are done, those are hard. We don't know ahead of time for
Right.
something like that. But the initial cost of it would be about cut in half.
Oh, okay, all right.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Any other discussion? Okay, motion passed.
Well, no, we
Oh,
have
no,
to
we didn't
vote.
vote.
Oh. Duh, got ahead of myself, sorry. All in favor?
Aye.
Now motion passed.
Yes.
That would take effect October 1 with our new fiscal year. Dr. Gatlib was going to stay on through the end of the year if needed, but since everything's in motion, he's just going to step down after this month.
Okay. Good. Number 4, the MDNRTF contract agreement with Cross General Contracting for fairgrounds, bathrooms, showers, and facilities.
So Dan Block and I were going back and forth. We didn't know if this would need Board of Commissioner approval or not, because this is from the DNR Trust Fund grant that the Fair Authority has right now for the bathroom remodel at the fairgrounds. In talking with the DNR, it would be a good idea to bring it in front of this board, get the approval on it, since we are the authorized signatory on the grant. So I wanted to present it to you. Dan and I did go through the RFP process. We had discussion of the vendors that had submitted. Cross was determined to be chosen. Vicki Mishaw and Matt Valakit and I all had discussion about that. We were all in agreement for it. So you'll see in front of you the contract with them. They are going to begin work spring of 2026.
I would make a motion to approve the contract with Cross General Contracting
Contracting.
for the fairgrounds bathroom shower facility.
Can I get support?
Support.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion passed. Number 5, retirement of Jay Dix, request for lump sum payout and to fill probation supervisor position.
So Jason Dix just recently took over for Tammy Wattoon in that position and has now put in for his retirement as well. So we're going to be losing a second longstanding employee in our probate court, but we wish him well.
Motion to approve the lump sum payout and fill the position and send a letter of thank you.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion passed. Number 6, out-of-county travel MAC meeting. This will be November 21st for myself. Can I get a motion?
Move approval?
Support?
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Anybody opposed? Motion passed. Okay, number 7, LOA Teamsters Dispatch 401K grandfathered for
Delaney.
I recently had a meeting with Tony LaPlante for Teamsters, the Teamsters representative, and our dispatch director and deputy director, as well as dispatcher Delaney, regarding this. She has taken a new position. She's willing to stay on part-time through dispatch, which is a huge favor and help for us because she's a senior dispatcher. We just employed a couple new dispatchers, so her expertise and experience is really valuable in the dispatching room, especially with those new employees. We don't have any current part-time positions right now available. So what they were proposing to me would be to drop Holly Cook, who is our deputy director, back into the union in a supervisory role. When we took over, the county took over dispatch, that was something that we discussed back then, instead of having 2 management positions and having a senior dispatcher in there. I don't remember the circumstances and why that wasn't negotiated in, but they're now looking and wanting to negotiate that back into their contract. It would be a step down in pay for her, but the position of the senior dispatcher would be 10% above the top limit of the dispatchers, and that's where she would start at. It would open her up as well to holiday pay, overtime pay. Right now, there's a lot of overtime going out to dispatchers because of the turnover. And some of the newer dispatchers, they have to train for so long before that they're allowed to go on their own. And so there's been a lot of gaps in scheduling that we've been trying to fill, which has caused a lot of overtime, mandatory overtime for the dispatchers. They're getting tired. So this is actually a good move to be able to add one more dispatcher back into the mix to cover those shifts and allow a lot of relief for our current dispatchers as well. One of the things we did when we moved dispatch over here is we grandfathered our part-timers in to where they actually receive 401k benefit. They received that through the city when they were with them, and so we allowed that to continue with us. And that's something that the union was looking for as well with Ashley, that she would continue and be grandfathered into that 401k. So that's the first LOA that you have in front of you.
And the union is okay with a quasi-management position dropping down into,
Yes.
okay.
Yes, and her duties would be very similar to what she has right now. What they talked about would be that she would actually be dispatching 4 days a week and then would have administrative duties 1 day out of the week to where she could continue a lot of what she's doing right now in her role.
Now, are there other departments that might go to this style of leadership? Like, are we setting a precedent for this style of leadership, or could we use this in other departments? I'm thinking like our airport, our grounds crew, or our maintenance guys, because we always are looking for leadership.
It could be something that could develop. I think that those positions like that are unique because there are required staffing limits that we have to reach with the contract and with the union. So that would be an example. Other departments might not because they don't have those same requirements.
Okay. Thank you.
Can I get a motion?
Motion to approve.
Can I get support?
I'll support it.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
All right.
Aye. Okay, motion passed. Number 8, LOA Teamsters Dispatch, full-time, part-time, seniority.
So this letter of agreement has to do with Ms. Cook coming back into the union and allowing her to start her seniority back up to where she left off when she exited the union, as well as Ms. Delaney in the part-time, allowing her to continue to have her seniority frozen for when she leaves right now to go into part-time. We just don't have anything in the contract that addresses those things, and so this letter of agreement is addressing it and putting it in there in case there's ever movement like that in the future.
Motion to approve.
Support?
Okay, support.
Sorry.
You're so fast.
Any discussion? Hearing no discussion? All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion pass. Number 9, LOA Teamsters Dispatch, creation of supervisor position.
So because this position is currently not created, this LOA would be creating this position and putting it into the contract. And then the job description would be brought to Personnel Committee on Friday for review and recommendation to the full board.
Move to
Okay.
approve.
Support?
Support.
Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Motion passed. Number 10 is closed session, so I need a motion to go into closed session.
I need the MCL.
Oh, I don't, what is the,
I don't have it readily available because I didn't know what you're going into closed session for.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, it's for the attorney opinion. Okay.
okay, it would be 15-268-8 dash H.
H, okay.
H.
Move will go into closed session under MCL 15.268.8-H for attorney opinion.
Support.
Okay, I need a roll call.
And roll call. Okay, Johnson,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Vangenhoven.
Yes.
And Melner.
Yes. Okay. We'll be in closed sessions for a little bit.
If you check the agendas out, if you check the agenda. Yeah, I'm looking at the agenda, so I'm wondering if it's one of the. The attorney got the buyer wrong, it's Dave Harris and Judy Owens, they said it was Moyle, it's the only memo. Oh. It's not Moyle, Moyle got the other one. But they had an offer of them. Huh? What, really? Well, you know land values have really increased. Yes, they have. Unless you're trying to buy a house. Yeah. Can I buy that from that price? Yeah, and Bishop Noah wanted it. Oh, my, turn around and sell it. Really? Oh, yeah. Either expansion or a place for their residents. But condos. Oh, yes, I think that's what we should look at. Across there was a big clearing, John, I think it was one of the Myrons. And it just sits empty. Yeah. That's not right where that one lady is. What I always do, bring up the charter. You can't sell property without a charter, and I get all. Yeah, some of them are deed restricted, some by use. Open space. It couldn't, had to be used for public purposes. people.
Technically, it's something, they gotta have somewhere.
You know, the council did the exact same thing with speed. But next to the chamber is those park benches and tree, that's not part of the park either. Answer the question, because once they answer. The chamber was a separate lot than next to it, right in front of the Ludington,
Oh, yeah.
or Ludington House.
Yeah.
There's a park, there's
Yeah.
park benches.
Yeah.
So Karen said, we'll never ever use those benches. I'm like, really? So that makes it not a park. Because no one,
I've heard that excuse
because
for
you
not
never,
getting disability access to. Well,
bottom line, it's got planted trees, it's mowed, and it's got park benches. It's a park.
It's a fact, yeah.
Yes, that's just what the deed says. Wow. Yeah, future park. It's not. It's a future. That one from 1970. It's a future park, so that doesn't. I cannot get any of those council people discussing.
doesn't make it a park, but it does designate it as a future park, not a future nursing home.
They went into closed session to review the attorney opinion. When did they make, to tell the attorney to make them? Did they make that decision in closed session? That's not on any violation. We used to play those games here, but not anymore. Consequences. Anyhow, I bring this up because the last article on it only talked about, that all these parcels, where is the charter when it comes to all of these? Current board. County has its own land park issues.
We would solve that by now, if it was county. Not in this.
Well, the county can sell it, well, the county can't sell any of this because they use trust fund, natural resources trust funds to acquire almost all of it.
Yeah.
And that's
Make it right.
statutory. You can't, it's
They won't even
statutory.
give them permission to do
You
it.
gotta pay it back.
Whatever
You can
happened.
breach a trust fund project.
So, what easement that, was given out?
You're the one where you threaten to.
Yeah, where I'm gonna drive over it with my truck real soon, probably. And then Roy Mattsson's gonna come up here and threaten to sue me again.
I mean, it was reported,
Not legal though.
I know.
I'm gonna drive through there and I'm gonna test that. We're gonna find out.
You know what?
If that's legal.
Go through Gary's cannons. That's still legal easement, and that gate prevents you from getting onto county land, which is like 35 feet ahead,
Yeah,
literally.
I'm gonna be going bird hunting.
Yeah.
As it gets cold, it gets harder to walk.
Go through that. I mean, you could go through Rory's too, but you can end up. So,
I have my own attorney.
but I mean, the idea that,
Hard person.
yeah, I mean, Rory said that something was threatened and pulled it down, that's not true. You didn't threaten.
Oh, no, I may have told him that it got my way to come down.
But you're just gonna go around it.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna do what within my legal means to get
Yeah.
around the gate. And if I get hurt in the process, guess who's getting sued?
Yeah, so he just went back to the.
The guy that blocked the legal access.
But I should point out that John, no,
Too, though, it's
about relinquishing that easement,
And they're-
and it was recorded without being notarized.
Yeah, it's illegal, it's illegal as can be. They didn't have, the
Actually,
trust fund has a legal right to that road, and they didn't sign off on the easement.
and they haven't, they're just waiting, they're just sitting there. It'll come back.
I have complaints with, well, I don't know, they're probably still sitting at the Attorney General.
Yeah, I know.
Bergen's office got a hold of $6 billion to fund the Friend of the Fort. And that money is,
How much for Michigan?
about years, it's like 15 million or something stupid like that. But those are probably the figures too. But, so, in the the Congress called out for the Title 4D grant money in the Social Security Act. That money is meant to fund the Friend of the Forts. It gets disseminated to the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services by DHHS, and then MDHHS sends it down to the counties, and they're all responsible for that money, and there's specific guidelines to how you're supposed to use that money, and treating people, custodial parents, using that type of communication for one is discriminatory, but the things that they did to me were completely illegal, so they're illegal using federal
So what's
money.
it gonna prove? We should not show this on.
Yeah, I know, I usually doesn't, but the truth is at some point, the Democrats or the Republicans with their head. It's huge to get the male vote. I mean, think about it, neither of them talk about male reproductive rights. We have rights as well. Should I be treated any different in court than her? If she went out and did it on her own, then fine, good for you, have your own kid, but I was part of it, so guess. It's out of time. You know, your legal reason, I'm a highly decorated combat veteran, and I can't see my kids, and I have no rights in court.
No, I hear you.
I mean-
I know your stories still.
Yeah, so what the hell? You get treated like garbage, and it is illegal. Just having kids to gain money. My ex-wife
That was
makes
my
$40,000
solution.
a year, her husband makes $60,000, and I'm living on the age of alone.
And my
And they told me to go get a job if I couldn't pay my bills. I'm over 15,000 behind the child support. The VA said there's no way in hell I could pay it. And they held me in contempt and gave me 3 days suspended sentence, probably a year and a half ago. They illegally.
That's slow you down at all?
I did not. I actually pled no contest.
And what does your term say though?
That's the other thing, is as a disabled combat veteran, for the last over 12 years, I haven't had an attorney, and they've done against me without an
Why
attorney.
can't you get an attorney?
I don't have the money. They're expensive, I gotta pay my child support or I go to jail. So,
Why would you have to go to jail? Not pay your child support.
that's what, they gave me 3 days suspended sentence last time, next time they're gonna make me serve it. Then, well, who knows, what it'll be next time, but I never had an attorney to pay me.
Consider it. That's jail.
Yeah, but you still owe me money.
Maybe they can let you out from the meeting.
Maybe.
Like green light.
Yeah, like,
It's like green light.
they'll find that ankle bracelet, headed east or west on the back of the semi truck. They'll never find
Your time.
You know, I've done. Only done a few days.
I've never.
You gotta pick the right mom.
Yeah, you got one that's
I got
completely
one
messed out, on all the heavy drugs so that she goes to prison and you can actually have a family. The problem is when she gets out, then you still have to pay her and she's still on drugs and she. It's true. If she gets them back.
I would not do that. Huge.
I have too many skills.
I could do a
Locked
week.
up for long.
I could do a week.
I don't think they do litigation for long.
Yeah. What were you in yesterday?
A friend of mine,
Oh, it's definitely a
he did a
dog.
class to work on courts. Came back and gave that to
Oh,
me.
that's cool.
Here from John Wick.
Right.
His wife You know, the thing is with this form,
List of what they retained.
you stole one?
And it's so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Once in a while, you get a hint of like, oh, yeah, now I get it.
I know, what a thing or what
I didn't hear where it stood. Trailers. He's more of a trailer guy.
there would be our truck and they'll help you. No. Yeah, he was up to a lot more than what we figured out. But it's still.
I have to talk to, Parks. Did you
Well, I usually. Certain stuff that was in the trust fund, like disabled hunting or whatever.
88. DNR is, they're trying to make.
Yeah. So, I don't want to cover, we get hurt. Is that, I mean, county energy, you know,
I don't know who's doing
it's not, well, it doesn't matter, but you mentioned it, so. It's county's easement. It's like riparian rights. Or This is no different than when you block it, anytime you block the gate, if someone doesn't have the legal right to block it, ground, in the most safe, easy fashion, until you get back onto the stream or the access, because it's illegally blocked. They do it.
citations.
If someone tries to keep you out,
It's not state line, no, it's county line. So we gotta ask the county.
that's why I guess my question was, if it's normally allowed, if it would be normally allowed for me to drive back there regardless of.
No, it's not, like, it's not. You know what? If you say,
Give a half hour speech.
live by, you always tell the truth, you don't have to remember what you said. I never had.
I have to lie. Well, what I do, I lie a lot.
Yeah, well,
That's been,
you know what, I lied to my dad once.
you know.
Actually, I didn't lie, I didn't tell him I broke something. I just didn't tell him. I mean, and he had just got done bragging to my aunt and uncle that I accidentally plugged his boom boxes into a 220 circuit. But it was a standard 110. So
220?
yeah, I blew it out. It was for the air conditioning. So I got all freaked out because back then a boom box was, that was.
Yeah.
And I told him, and he didn't get mad. I was like, it was like he let it go, and then he was doing something. And he was just bragging about what I had done, that I told him when I broke the boom box, and they went down, and then he saw this broken thing, and I did this and didn't tell him. And he calls for me to come down. It was about 8. I think that was the last time. That was the last time. I mean, it wasn't probably the last time I lied, but.
My father.
No?
No, but he thought I did.
Yeah, just like, man, it's. I play poker, of course I play. My thing is, those are called white lies, right? It's omission, and those lies, those are the worst.
Yeah, really. Oh, God, please.
If I wanna
That term
lie,
just-
if I wanna lie, just don't answer the question, and I smile. Oh, yeah, what is that different?
You seem to have a still place.
Okay, what does it mean?
It comes,
It looks like it's shortened, is that?
no, it actually comes, this is so weird. We're just struggling trying to find it. I was going through the thesaurus. And it's actually a derivative of estimate, but in the beginning, before there was any form. You would use it in term, like if you walked in a room and the kids were just going nuts, walking in, going, what's all this hoo-hoo in here? Meaning, got it.
Yes, yeah, okay, cool. Thank you.
After I went through a lot of changes, we started out. Now we're back to three base.
I saw them
we come out of closed session, no decisions were
Your-
made.
your
Oops,
microphone.
sorry, I move that we come out of closed session, no decisions were made.
Support?
All in favor?
Aye.
Discussion?
Oh,
Oh, discussion?
Yeah, so I want to just make sure that the public understands what's going on here. We went into closed session to discuss what next steps to take with Attorney Graham and the documents that we seek, and then also the severance of the contract with that individual's law firm. And we are going to wait until 60 days go by to see if he responds. So the letter was sent to him on August 7th, so it'll be about the first week of October. At that point, we will take different action depending on how he responds. Thank you.
I wouldn't say that we decided on the
Well-
60 days. We discussed.
We
but
discussed
we
it,
need
yeah.
to
Make
actually
a
decide on
motion
that.
Afterwards.
Sorry, thank
Yep.
you.
okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Make a motion requesting our administrator to reach out to the office of Attorney Scott Graham, requesting the return of our files within 30 days.
Within 30 days of, I thought it was, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, 60 days past August 7th.
Yep, so another 30 days.
So another 30 days.
Would you mind adding to that motion that we notify him every 2 weeks?
Yes, that we notify him every 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Support.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion passed. Number 12, general public comment. Any general public comment? Do we have anything?
Nope.
No? No general public comment? Commissioners' comments. Commissioner Johnson.
Hope everybody had a good Labor Day. I was at the Pinecrest Board meeting. We had some dignitaries stop by and look at the upper floor of the Pinecrest building to see about other services we could offer, and it's promising, but nothing's moving forward yet. That's all.
Commissioner Williams.
I have a comment I wanted to let the public know about. It's a new feature that was added to our website, which I think is just incredibly beneficial. If you want to search meeting minutes now, IT has created an ability to do that. When you're on the website, when you go to documents and then agendas and minutes, you'll see at the bottom of the list a search function, which allows you to put in whatever terms that you want, and it'll search through all the meeting minutes and agendas that are on the website for that information and return to you a list of where that, whatever you want to search on, it'll return the list of minutes and meetings that name or word or whatever is in. So very, very beneficial. I think that it's going to be, it's a great feature for the public, certainly, to get through lots of old minutes. And I think on the website right now, they go back to 2014. So it's a great new feature. So thank you, IT, for that. I need someone to cover for me at the opioid task force, and I was going to ask you if you were available on Friday at 10 a.m.
No,
No, okay. No, you're fine, it's fine. Okay, I have,
personnel.
oh, got it, okay.
Are you gonna be there?
Opioid task, it's on Friday at
What
10,
time? What time do they get done?
like 11?
I gotta work at 11.
Okay, all right.
It's no worries.
I'll ask Matt.
And I can't do it
Yep,
because I'm
yep, no
busy
problem.
already.
Thank you.
Must be exciting to be busy.
Commissioner, are you all done, Commissioner Williams? Commissioner Kelly?
Yes, since our last meeting, I attended our monthly solid waste authority meeting, and we had Jeff Lampy and Jim McNeil in attendance because we're having some issues with foul odor on the dump road, and they are currently conducting a study, which is going to take up to 18 months to complete, to see where the odor is coming from, what's causing the odor, how we'll be able to mitigate the odor. They've come up with some short-term solutions that they're hoping will work. And in the meantime, we're going to be meeting, the Solid Waste Authority and the Escanaba City Council is looking to meet within the next 6 months so we can make plans at the Solid Waste Authority, budgeting for this issue if it ends up being an issue that we have to take on. So that was very, it was good to have those discussions. They were very fruitful discussions, and I look forward to, coming up with a great solution to that problem because it's been an ongoing odor problem on that road. I also attended our Central Upper Peninsula's Material Management Planning Committee meeting. I chair that board, and I'd like to thank Ryan Carrig from QPAD because he is spearheading this entire coordination of the future of the recycling and waste materials management within the Upper Peninsula. We have 20 people who currently sit on that board, and they come from all over the Central Upper Peninsula. And it's a very long process, but once it comes to fruition, I think it's going to be a great thing for the Central Upper Peninsula. I also attended Escanaba City Council. The last meeting, they had 2 agenda items, including the potential of a condo investment and build, which was put on hold, and then also the sale of 6 city lots to a builder to be able to bulk build houses back on South 32nd Street, and that was put on hold as well. I'd like to wish everybody a happy Grandparents' Day on September 7th and a happy Patriots' Day on September 11th, and our administrator, Emily, a happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Nothing for me.
Administrator.
No, thank you.
Okay, last Monday, week ago Monday, me and administrator went to a public hearing at Baldwin Township about the taxes on solar panels. And we're waiting for, there's 2 townships, it's Maple Ridge and Baldwin. And Baldwin did pass their solution, or what would you call that they ended up?
They call it a certificate, but it's like an exemption for the solar company.
So and we would get $700 per megawatt, and there's 1,000 megawatts.
There's $700 per megawatt. So it would equal $700,000.
Yes.
Yeah, by the
But
time.
we still have to wait for Maple Ridge to complete that. So-
Correct.
And they did have a meeting, they couldn't come to a decision, and their next meeting, they're having a special meeting on September 9th, which I will be attending that one, so. Other than that, meeting schedule, next board meeting is 9/16 at 5:15, and then in October, it would be October 7th at 5:15.
Do we have 3 meetings in October,
Yes.
Nancy? Statutory,
Oh,
The statutory one would be the 14th.
the 14th? Okay, thank you.
Yep, October 14th. Forgot October. Let's see here, 30-day notice of appointments, I don't see anything here. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.